I remember growing up, I could never be happy for my brother's success in anything, right? Anything he succeeded at, I took as a threat to me. That meant that I secretly rooted for him to do bad at sports, not to get straight A's. I wanted his favorite football team to lose. I wanted him to do bad at video games, and then on and on. Now, while this is absolutely, certainly very childish on my part, I wonder that as we grow up, if we still see the gifts, blessings, and accomplishments of others as a threat to us. And as long as we have a hard time being happy for the success of others, this is going to reveal a deficiency in our love walk. So let's continue as we look at 1 Corinthians 13 at this love chapter. And I'm just going to read the second half of verse 4. And it says this: Love does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. So yesterday we looked at what love is. Love is patient and love is kind. And today we are looking at what love is not. It does not envy, it does not boast, and it is not proud. Now, one of the root causes of envy, it comes from this need that we feel often to compare ourselves to others. For some reason, it's not good enough that we are gifted, or that we have accomplishments, or that we have success, if it doesn't surpass that of someone else. The reality is that envy is a prison of our own making, and its bars keep love on the outside. Now, while envy keeps us stuck in our heads, wondering what people think and how we can one-up someone, humility helps us to realize that there is nothing beneath us when it comes to serving others. When Jesus was only hours away from the cross, he did something shocking. He wrapped a towel around himself, and he humbled himself to the point of beginning to wash the disciples' feet. This was shocking because he was their master. But he was not too proud to condescend to a point where he washed feet. And this powerful picture is meant to be instructive for us. Because Jesus said, as I have done for you, you ought to do for one another. Envy, pride, and boasting are very powerful evils within us that need to be actively rooted out. This won't happen passively, right? We must identify people or situations in our lives that we struggle with envy towards, and then actively pursue, right, washing their feet for the sake of cultivating love. Now, don't worry, I don't necessarily mean like literally washing feet, but I do mean actively humbling ourselves in order to serve them, in order to help them succeed. Right? If we wait for the feeling, we may never act and stay stuck with envy. But with God's help, as we seek to serve those that we have been most envious of, our hearts will begin to change. So I want to leave you with this question: who will you actively lower yourself for in order to serve this coming week?